All right, hello everybody. I'm doing my second video now in a series I'm calling The Modern Educator. This sort of is a comment about how now that I've taught 3 years at the same school, I'm getting a vibe of like the students who come to see me most often, hang out with me before, after school, talk about their problems, talk about their issues. Basically, like the kids that I really reached over the course of me being their teacher. And sort of what I found out was something I didn't expect. I mean, there I am as an educator, and naturally, I give sort of extra focus, extra attention to the kids who need it. The kids who are, say, failing my class, the kids who are like right there on the line between C plus and B. Like, I will give those kids extra attention to push them the extra way. Um, and by no means am I attempting to undercut the full educational experience to my A plus kids. But it's just sort of in the back of my mind. It's like, okay, they're getting it, they're good. I've got to be over here to really keep this kid on task to push this kid all the way. So with that in mind, the kids that continually see me like every single day, there are some kids who failed my class last year. These are kids that just like almost got them there, like I really gave them all this attention, I really tried, I really pushed them, and they didn't make it. But guess what? They saw all that attention as, oh wow, Mr. Brown really likes me. I'm like, look, I'm not saying I don't like you, but I'm saying, oh, I wish you got there, and now I'm kind of mad at you. But then they see me every single day, and I'm just like, what? Why couldn't you have actually seen it's sort of like they see the attention and they think maybe if I keep being bad, Mr. Brown will give me more attention rather than they see the attention and get inspired. I mean, maybe it's something on me. Maybe I'm not as much of a military drill instructor voice of fear that I should be at times. But it's I definitely have gotten the vibe of like, hey, I wish I could have seen more of my A plus students and less of my not A plus students. But that's just the life I live sometimes. And I'm not saying every single student that spends extra time with me was not a passer. Absolutely not. I do get many students who pass my class with flying colors to say hi, but I found that every single kid who was my most frustrating student, they're the ones who constantly come back and constantly tell me, how much they miss my class, how much they miss me. And then, in the back of my head, I'm like, but you didn't even pass the class in the first place. And that's just the truly frustrating thing. Um, but yeah, like I've already had several students who failed my class last year request to take my class again, and they don't want to try a different teacher. They want me again because they knew that I was hopefully doing my job well, but they wanted that extra attention from Mr. Brown all over again. So I don't know. I didn't expect that to be becoming an educator. I expected that there would be some kids that would just write me off. They would want nothing to do with me. And I remember going through teacher training thinking like there are some kids you just can't reach. Um, and in my life, yeah, there were some kids I never did reach. But what I found is when I really do put in the extra effort, put in the unique um, one-on-one time, I can make a connection with just about everybody. I mean, yeah, if I really thought about it over my experience, were there some kids I never reached? Yeah, there were. But dang it, I tried. And I have reached the vast majority. So, anyway, yeah, this issue fundamentally comes down to uh, why is it that the tough kids never let you go? And I'll admit too, they're the ones that I tell stories about to my mom, and they're the ones that sort of keep me up at night or keep me frustrated on the drive home from school every day when I'm like, dang it, like if I had just done this one different tactic, maybe I could have reached that kid. Um, but you know, the kids that are getting the A pluses, the kids that are zooming right along, I wish I could reward them more. Um, and I'll be looking forward to reading comments to think about how I could do that. All right, peace out.